The other thing that's very alarming is that I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. Thanks for the money, dummies, because that's exactly what you fucking are. All right, Major Right, goodbye. I've had enough of you. I'm seriously had enough of your shit. Get him out of here. I'm tired of it. I'm trying to play a game and he's in here fucking talking shit again. Enough of this dude. Get the fuck out. There's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Tevin.
It's WWE Champions time.
I don't know, man. But I think DSP is the worst content creator I've ever seen. Now, I'm not one of the whatever he calls it detractors. I don't make the videos and all that about him, but this motherfucker right here is on a fuckery rampage. Number one, cuz is a reverse stripper. DSP literally gets paid to put on clothes, put on glasses, hats, vests. DSP sit on street begging every single day. And if you stupid enough to give him money, he'll turn it right around and shit on you. Now, like I said, I'm not a detractor or whatever. Like, I don't do the restreams and all that, and I'm never gonna start. But I watch them. But this is the thing. See, the fuckface will always tell you and always say that people watch them and get the wrong idea about him, and then they go watch him and say, oh, what a great guy. That's bullshit. Because I watched him first, and I learned to despise him by observing his raw actions. I did not watch a fucking so-called detractor first. I found his detractors because of him. He's dog shit. He's pure dog shit. Like, what was it that I saw from him first? I don't remember what playthrough it was, but I just needed some background noise, and I started watching a little bit of some playthrough. It was probably Heavy Rain, if I'm not mistaken, and it was dead old. So even though it was only about 2 years ago that I saw this, and of course I knew he jerked off, like everybody knew that, but I didn't care about that. I just found it funny. But I forgave the fact that he was videotaping the TV with a camera. I didn't really care. But then I came across one of the videos where he was complaining about people telling him to switch to direct capture, and he was saying that the camera pointed at the TV was better. That was the first red flag that this dude was a fucking moron. And then I came across some of his great tax and bill begging segments, or begments as one of those dudes calls it. And I literally sat here and listened to that man basically tell his audience that his fucking taxes and shit were their problem. And what really pushed me over the edge to not be able to stand DSP is him saying that even if you want to donate through super chats, through fucking what is it? What's the other thing? What's the Twitch joint? Twitch memberships or Twitch subscriptions, YouTube memberships, gifted subs, and all that. That's all good, but it's not really good, because the only way I really want you to do is give me the tip so I can get the shit immediately. He wants you to damn near make direct deposits into his fucking bank account for him. That's what he wants you to do. And he carries that motherfucking energy to this very day. If it's not one thing, it's another with the motherfucker. He pays the taxes, then some more taxes pop up. At the fucking convenient time when he was getting married, he had to pay taxes. At the convenient time when the holidays is about to pop up, he needs $2,000 to fix a fucking faucet handle in the bathtub and all that bullshit. He'll sit around and cry tears to his motherfucking audience. Fake ass tears to his audience. The guilt tripped 4 or 5 dummies into giving him thousands of dollars. And the guilt trip maybe 30 or 40 slightly less dumb dummies to giving him hundreds of dollars by shoving $2 and $3 at a time into his motherfucking pockets. And they still haven't realized that this fool is a bottomless hole of begging. The one thing I want to thank DSP for, though, is introducing me to Almighty Tevin. Yeah, he wouldn't like to be thanked for that, but thank him, because I wouldn't have heard of Almighty Tevin if it weren't for him shitting on him. That shit has gave me endless motherfucking hours of entertainment. Whether it's a stream to do with DSP or one that's not related to DSP, but that's besides the point. I know y'all DSP fans like that one. But this motherfucker literally sits there, begs, snorts into the microphone as I just demonstrated, and will tell you that everything that he does is your problem, not his. You don't like the snorts, then you just a piece of shit because you can't understand the fact that he got post-nasal drip and allergies and shit. Motherfucker, I've been suffering from allergies my whole life, probably more severe than him, to the point where my fucking whole eyes, face, nose, sinus cavity swell up and I can't even fucking see, breathe, or barely taste anything. And I don't run around snorting all day. I done had that, all those afflictions that this motherfucker sits there and complains about. I've been there. And the latest exploit into the DSP fuck parade, him charging people for him to put on these bullshit costumes, even though he says he's not a clown. He dresses up in clown uniforms if you give him $150 fucking dollars. And then he gets the money. When he gets that money, you can see his face light up. When it passes that certain threshold, that $150 when he can put on the full clown uniform, you will see his face light up. And what does he do? He started complaining about it being hot in his fucking office, if that's what you want to call it. And he takes the shit off. And then berates a dude that's giving him thousands of dollars for telling him to keep that shit on, because they paid for him to wear it. Paid for him to wear it. And not only did he do that once, he did that shit 2 days in a row. Got to a certain tips goal that he know he's supposed to be wearing some of his ridiculous bullshit, and then took it off. Said it's not a contract. Said you're not entitled. It's ironic that a motherfucker like DSP will say that you're not entitled to have something when he thinks he's entitled to have your money, though. He'll tell you that it's not mandatory to tip, but if you want to keep the streams going, you got to support the streams. How can you say both of those things in the same breath? Say it's not mandatory, but if you want me to keep doing this, then it is mandatory. Like if you stupid enough to give this motherfucker any money for any reason, bro, I don't know what type of help could actually provide you with meaningful results. I think you're beyond help if you give DSP any money. Like, I'm literally scratching my head in real life because I can't think of any reason why you should ever give him money. So he could allegedly spend it on WWE champions. Like, I purposely didn't bring up some of that stuff because as much proof as it is pointing at him, like, it's still like alleged. Like, it's not even that it's that. It's that you don't even need to bring that up to fucking shit on him. You don't have to talk about him playing a mobile game and spending like $50,000 on it to put the nail in his coffin. He's dog shit even if he didn't do that. Like, and don't get me wrong, I know that my shit is low effort and trash, but I'm not asking you to pay me for it. I don't even care if anybody watches it. I just like doing it. I put it up when something tickles my fancy that I want to talk about. I throw it up and then I keep it moving and reply to comments. That's all I do. This motherfucker sits there day in and day out having you finance his fucking life. And there's one thing if people want to do it because they like what you do, but it's another thing if people want to do, if people feel compelled to do it because you beg for it every day. Worse than the motherfuckers, if you from the southeast or the east coast, especially the southeast like I am, you've probably seen these restaurants called cookouts. DSP remind me of the motherfuckers at Cookout who go up there and stand right next to the speakerphone that you order on, asking you for money while you trying to buy your fucking food. Like, he don't care what you're doing in your life at this point in time. You could be busy doing anything, but you ain't too busy to give him the fucking money. You ain't too busy to give DSP your cake. This fucking bum. Yeah, you motherfuckers done financed 2 engagements, a marriage, a fucking move across the country. I don't know. He was probably begging back then. He was begging people to click on those ads, so I count that as begging. You financed and all that shit. Like, this motherfucker, I don't know, man. Like, this nigga's a shut-in hermit, and he literally thinks that he makes good shit. That's the worst part about it. He'll call somebody like PewDiePie irrelevant. A motherfucker with 110 million subscribers drop a video, get 1 million views in a day. 2, 3, 4 million views in a day on a single video. When DSP can drop, he drops like 12 videos a day, getting 300 views a piece, and can barely draw 200 people to a fucking stream out of 192,000. And you gonna call somebody irrelevant? Motherfucker, you are not relevant. You're irrelevant. The only reason why your name is still out there is because most people that talk about you to shit on you, you dummy. Like, you're not good at this. You never were. And if you were smart and such a YouTube veteran and great content creator like you claim to be, what you would have done is when you saw motherfuckers blowing up with "this is how you don't" plays, you would have started making them yourself. Stupid. You got all the footage. You got all the footage. You know what you done fucked up at. You was probably too lazy to pick through it. Like, but you take being good at video games that serious that you got hurt, you got ass hurt over that? That's your shit. I would have took that idea right from those fucking so-called leeches that wouldn't be relevant without you, like you say. I would have took that idea from them if that was me. I would have been like, thank you for the idea. I would have started producing those motherfuckers like like clockwork. Cake work, what the fuck is that? I'm not editing that out either. I'm channeling my inner DSP. But I would have been producing those "this is how you don't play" videos like clockwork, putting out all my fuck ups, getting paid for real, instead of doing bullshit playthroughs. The fuck out of here, man. You a bum with thin skin, and if the 2 or 3 motherfuckers that come through and give you thousands of dollars a week ever go away, your fucking internet career is over.